Good morning everyone. So as you know, this week has been a week of domestic violence awareness campaign, and within this week I've been posting information on my Facebook page. I've been posting articles. I did a video earlier in the week, and the whole point to this is because, hi whoever's online, the whole point I'm doing this is to raise awareness about domestic abuse. I'm also going to be sharing some information about male domestic violence, because I know there's lots of people who've been in touch with me and they've said the focus is just on women. That's because the majority of domestic violence survivors or victims are women, but there are some men that are in abusive relationships. So in this video, what I want to talk about, and I'm hoping that my battery is quite low as well, so I'm just going to try and make it short. If my battery does cut off, then I'll just do a part 2 later on. 5 reasons why women don't walk away from abusive relationships. I think as a counsellor that's worked at Women's Aid, but also just as someone who has known people in abusive relationships myself, and just really am passionate about this, and I do like to support women or men if they're in that situation. Everyone, society does not have a full understanding of the psychological impact of domestic violence. The amount of times people will just say, oh, she must enjoy it, or it must not be that bad because she hasn't walked away. And I really can't get my head around that people actually still think that a woman just chooses not to walk away and just makes that decision. It's not as easy to walk away from a domestic violence relationship. And what people have to understand is the relationship isn't just domestic violence every day. It's not that you're getting beatings every day, or that the person is getting verbal abuse every day. If that was the case, then it would be easy. The point is, there are days where that person is the person you fell in love with at the beginning. There's days where that person is treating you like a queen. So for people who say, why doesn't that person just walk? It's because that person is quite manipulative, and that's some of the things I want to talk about today. The number one reason is emotional control. If someone can control you emotionally, make you fall in love with them, tell you how wonderful you are, and just give you, everyone knows what it feels like to be in love. You know, when you're in love with someone who treats you like a queen, you know, buys things for you. I remember Valentine's Day one time, a partner I had, and we wasn't even in the same city. He paid into Flora to, you know, deliver flowers to me on Valentine's Day. Things like that make you feel good. That's what we're alive for. We want to feel good. We want people to tell us how wonderful we are. You know, we want to feel that emotion and that connection with human beings. So when you meet a man and they're doing all these things for you, then that's when they're getting that emotional control at the time. Now, I'm talking about an abusive man, a man who's already a known abuser. He's not doing these things because he actually loves you in the beginning, where a normal dating process would happen. He's doing this to get you to fall in love with him because he's already got a plan set out. Once you're in love with him, he knows you're going to be emotionally and psychologically tied to him. So that's one of the reasons women don't walk, because they're, you know, how many women will say, I love him, I just want the old him to come back, I just want that person I fell in love with to return. He was never there in the first place. That was just a part of him that he was showing you so that you would fall in love with him, so that he has control. The second reason that some women don't walk is that they have nowhere to go. Now, this might sound bizarre to some people. They'll say, wouldn't you prefer to sleep on a sofa, or wouldn't you prefer, I've heard people say that, well, wouldn't they prefer to be on a sofa of one of their friends' houses rather than being beaten? What you have to understand is every single person that says that, think about how many trinkets, how many sentimental things, how many pieces of furniture, how many things do you have in your house that you are connected to, you spent time building up. You've got your children probably in school in that area. You have so many things that you are connected to within your own community and also within your home. You're comfortable in your bed. You know, you've got your routine. For some people, I know women that would rather not go into like a refuge for that same reason. They do not want to leave their house. Now, people who don't understand that and are judging women by saying, well, anywhere's better than being in an abusive household, they're not seeing it that way. They're seeing their household as theirs. It belongs to them. They're safe there to some degree. It's not the beatings that they're thinking about. It's thinking, well, where am I going to go? You know, am I going to be sleeping in a refuge? Am I going to be sleeping in the park? the fear of them, you know, feeling that they haven't got anywhere to go. But also some people don't even know that some support services exist. So that's another reason they think they truly have nowhere to go. Some people don't have family or friends because their family and friends don't know what's going on, so they'd have to explain that. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the children. A lot of women have told me over the years, and also we probably all know women who stay for the kids. So they'll say, you know, as long as he doesn't touch the kids, then I'm going to stay. Or they may also say, the children need their father in their life, and even though he's like, you know, a complete, you know, I'm not going to use a swear word, we're still going to stay and we're going to try and work this out. Now, I've done a video, I don't know if I've published it yet on my YouTube, about the disadvantages sometimes of staying together with someone because of the kids, but we'll talk about that maybe in a video in the future. But that is a legitimate reason for some women of why they stay. So they're not, once again, all these reasons are nothing to do with the connecting the violence that they're experiencing. The violence is a snapshot of their life, meaning that they know the violence is coming in a lot of cases. They're trying to do things to like prevent it being more severe than the last beating they got. They're not walking around saying, well, I'm going to leave the house because of the violence. They're saying, I want the violence to stop. And some women believe that if they do the right thing, or if they do this, or if they say that, then it will stop. So that's why they stay. And they think, oh, what's going to happen with my kids? Number 4 is the threats from the person to kill you. So in a lot of cases, men will say that if you leave me, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to track you down, I'm going to find you. They'll say things like that. Now, for a lot of women, that is a massive, massive reason that will keep them there. If someone said to you, you know, if you do this particular thing, I'm going to kill you. But it's not just the way that they're saying it. Sorry, there's a spider somewhere. It's the fact that how they're saying it. If you've already had loads of beatings for years and years and years, you do believe that this person would kill you. Not only they've already told you that, and it's in your head psychologically, but you believe that they would kill you. So some people are staying just so that they feel that a beating is better than, you know, this person tracking me down and then he's going to stab me, or he's going to shoot me, you know, or he's going to kill me. So that's one of the reasons. And the final reason is judgment from others. That's a massive reason. What people need to understand, and I just want to say this before, obviously I hope the video doesn't cut up. There are lots of men in powerful positions in their communities and in society where majority of people will not believe that they would hit a woman. There are celebrities, there are pastors, there are doctors, lawyers, judges. All of these people still can commit domestic violence behind closed doors, but there are going to be people in that society that will not believe it. Even if that woman is walking around continuously with bruises, they're not going to believe that her husband did it to them, or that man did it, because their adoration of this person is too huge. Imagine if your idol was like, I'm not going to mention names, but you had a football star that you adored. You know, that's your team, you've put time and effort into. Why are you going to, your mind isn't going to allow you to believe that that person can also be a domestic violence abuser. So a lot of women will stay put just for that reason, because they'll think no one's going to believe them. They'll think people are going to judge them. Why have you called the police on this person? You know, some people are even going to turn against that woman, you know, for actually, why did you have to mention it? Why didn't you keep it to yourself? You know, this person is so wonderful that you know, our pastor is so wonderful of this church that you should have just kept that between you, because, you know, it's nothing to do with us as the congregation. This is probably my biggest thing that I get angry about out of everything. You know, the fact that people will protect an abusive man because of his position and his power. Now, to me, I don't care if you're a pastor, if you're a celebrity, if you're really nice as a person, and, you know, you're the most gentleman in the world, and, you know, you're always smiling, you're always happy, you give money to charity, whatever you do. If you're an abuser, you're an abuser, and I don't think people should just be like, well, let that person off the hook because you've got an image of someone who's a domestic violence abuser, who's this thug or this like person in a different position. So they're the 5 reasons people stay. I'll just go through them again on my little piece of paper. Emotional control, nowhere to go. Sometimes they stay because of the kids. Sometimes the threats that that person's going to kill you. And the judgment from others, or also the status of that person, where they are in society, or if they're a celebrity. So I hope you found this video useful. As I've said in all of my videos this week and all of my information, I provide counselling to individuals and couples. I'm not going to be doing couples counselling this week, purely for this week only. I'm opening up my doors just to women who might be in abusive situations and who want to work on their relationships, and you can find out the details of how to contact me on my Facebook page. I hope you've enjoyed this week and this campaign. Please share my videos and my articles if you think someone needs to hear them, really. I appreciate everyone that's coming on the live streams. And I'll be posting some articles later on. I might actually do a written article on the male domestic violence as well. Thank you for watching, and thank you whoever's come online. Take care and have a fantastic day. Bye.